Hi everyone on YouTube, my name is James Ursel and welcome to video number 5 where I'm teaching you guys the top techniques for playing stride piano with the right hand. So in this video I'm going to be teaching you something called rocking figures. And it's kind of like what it sounds like. You're just basically rocking back and forth like that, depending what chord you're on. So right there I was in the C chord, playing on the C chord, second inversion. I was playing within an octave. You can play it with also a 6 as well. It doesn't really matter, but you typically wouldn't, you can't really do it like this. Well, I guess you could. That's within the range of a 6th, but you can't really do it as a triad. Because then what are you rocking? You're rocking between the C, the middle note. So typically you should use a 4-note chord because you get that cool. And what you just saw there, when you're just playing on one chord, it's boring. But when the chords are changing in succession, I'll just play it. 1-6-2-5. If we're going to use the rocking figures technique there, it will go something like this. So just keeping the top note the same. For the first chord, it was the 5th. Then it became, for the A7, it became the 7th. And I was omitting the root because it's not necessary for the chord quality. Then when I go into the D7, I was rocking between, the middle note was the 9th. I guess the 4th could change because you wouldn't want a 4th on the top. Then when I went to the G7, I was rocking with the 13th on top. You can see how that is getting interesting just on a 1-6-2-5. So to really nail this concept home, I'm going to play, and to see how you play through an entire song, I'm going to play through the song All of Me using exclusively this technique. It's going to get monotonous, but I think it's going to really drill home the concept, and you'll see how to apply it. So I'll show you that right now. Okay, so there. Oh, just as a side note, playing a lot of 10ths in the left hand, and I know that a lot of people can't reach them, but they're not necessary. They're not necessary for the stride. So if I'm going to play that same chord progression, this sounds just as good. Yeah, sounds just as good. As long as it's accurate and has the swing feel, and the mid-range chords is nice and crisp, that's all that matters. There's actually some benefits too to single notes because you can add a lot of passing chords, passing harmony. You can get kind of more intricate. You can also do the those kind of backbeat things where the chord is not where you stuff like that. Okay, so now I showed you the rocket figures with chords that were static for a long time. So in All of Me, the chords they're not changing too rapidly. But like in the first example I showed with the 16251, I want to show you some more how we would apply it to chords changing faster in an actual song setting. So Lulu's Back in Town. So coming out from the bridge, E7. I'll play in single notes just to show you guys how good it is just with single notes. So we're coming up with the E7 to the bridge. So first chord is A flat. So use the A flat chord. Right now I'm in the second inversion, sort of like I was with the C chord. Rocking. Now A diminished. Can keep the same notes the same. Now when I go to E flat over G, I'm just in the E flat root position chord. That's what's interesting. When the notes are changing, the inversion of the chord is going to change as well. So even when I keep the top note the same, went down here to the dominant. And that also, don't have to always play within the same, I'm only saying in the same octave range. But if you're gonna go and when you're coming down, that gives your gives your pinky a chance to change what note it's gonna be on. So E flat, so that's another interesting thing, is that it doesn't, the range, the chord quality the range which you're rocking within the chord quality, switching it up between sevenths, sixths, and octaves adds a whole nother dimension. So on the A flat 6, we'll come up here actually. And then just changing up the inversion of the chord you're in. So I was just keeping in the root position. So I was going to go here, this inversion. Well, that was a major 7. Okay, so basically we're getting rocking back between an octave, a seventh, a sixth, and then changing the top note, and also not just playing it. You don't have to play constantly. Changing the rhythm as well is going to add a ton more possibilities. So you can see this within this one technique. A lot of possibilities for variations and improvising. Okay, I think we got a pretty good handle on that technique right now, and how to apply it to chords and chord progressions and songs. Just want to reiterate that at the end of this series, which I'm planning to do 10 videos, I'm going to apply all these techniques to a song called Truckin by Fat Swaller. Or I don't know if he wrote it, but he recorded it. And it's in C, and it's got a lot of good chords to apply all the techniques to. So I'm going to do that. at the end of the series, and then I'm also going to collate all these techniques into a larger PDF, which will be similar to my left-hand one, where I put all the techniques with examples and then include the Truckin arrangement to see how it all gets applied at the end into authentic stride arrangement. Just as a preview, if you don't know what this Truckin, it goes like this. So it's about that tempo, and then we'll play through the song, authentic voicings, and then play through it with all the techniques that we've been learning. All right, so stay tuned for the next episode. I hope you got some value from this, and I'll see you for the next one. All right, take care.